What's good, y'all? Today, talking about why people should stop complaining. There's different levels to complaining. Like, comment, subscribe. Love the video, man. Share the love, man. Subscribe. What you ain't subscribed for, Goofy? Nah, you ain't no Goofy. Take a joke, bruh. Dang, it's messing with you. Can't take a joke. I can't call you Goofy for not subscribing. Subscribe, Goofy. Thank you. Nah, just playing. Nah, just playing. Yeah, like, subscribe. Thank you, thank you. You a G. You a G. Speak positive, right? Okay. So anyway, people should stop complaining. There's levels to complaining. You got people like, for example, let's see, all the famous YouTubers, right? We all know them. Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, different levels of YouTubers that, or just famous people in general, right? Yeah, if you Oprah somebody, there's different levels to complaining. We all seen videos, right? People complaining, mental health issues. I mean, that's the real stuff. You need help, go get some help. But then I seen somebody like Andrew Tate complaining. You got so much money that you just bored. You just don't know what to buy. Like you're that rich to the point. Your problem is being so rich is you have nothing else to buy. You have nothing else to strive for. You have no motivation to do anything because you have everything. I wish I had that problem. Don't we all wish that? Don't we all wish that? Don't we all wish we complained like that? Then you got the other level, right? Maybe underneath that, hey, my businesses, I run too much business. My wife and kids complaining I can't spend time with them. I'm just so busy and I'm making so much money. I just don't got enough time to spend with family, right? You got people complaining like that. Got that kind of level. Then you got the regular level, right? People just, oh, I got to go to work today. Oh, I got to get up and do this. It's the same thing every day. Oh, I got to talk to these coworkers. Oh, I got to talk to these managers. Just stuff like that. Just complaining every single day about how you got to get up and go to work and make this money and be around these people you don't like and fake it for about 8 to 10 hours. Or you got to clock in this overtime or you got to work this 12-hour shift, right? You got that kind of complaining. That's probably the most kind of complaining. I got these, fake, got into it with this person at work. This girl don't like you. They talking stuff about you. All kinds of work drama to complain about, right? Then you got the level underneath that, which is like, oh, I can't find a job. I'm putting 1,000 applications in. I got interviews. I did 5, 6, 10 interviews this week. Nobody called back. Dang, it's tough to find a job out here. You got that level of complaining. The people that have a job, they complain about going to a job. Then you got the people that don't have a job complaining about trying to get a job. Out of them levels I just listed, which one you think's probably the most fair to complain about the most, right? Probably the most fair to complain about. Not having a job, right? That would probably be the most fairness to complain about, right? All these applications you put in, all these interviews, nobody calling you. You ain't making no money. You're starving. But even still, even on that level, you might live with somebody. You might still be good. Even though you ain't working, you might have somebody taking care of you. You might be at home with the folks, roommate, friends, cousins, right? You might still be good, even though you can't find a job for yourself. Just in the moment, you might still be good. As far as just having a roof over your head, food, and stuff like that. You might still be good and taken care of. You just complaining that you can't get work, make money for yourself, right? Then you got the level underneath that. We can all guess what that is. The homeless, right? Now at that point, the homeless ain't complaining. The homeless wish they had something of theirs to complain about. You know, they're probably wishing they had a house to complain about, roof over their head to complain about. You know, they probably wish they had a leaking ceiling. They probably wish they had a broken bed to complain about instead of the concrete street. You know, they probably wish they had family or loved ones that'd take them in, even though they fake, they let them in just for a night to sleep or something. You know, they probably wish they had food on the table, even if it was a can of sardines, a tuna or something they could eat. They probably wish that. You know, they wish they had somebody that could pay them every week that they don't like going to. They probably wish they had a job, right? You get what I'm trying to say. There's levels to complaining. And we don't even think about that. So the key thing is just appreciating what we got. We got first, appreciating what we got, and just improving our situation. Because at the end of the day, I don't care about your problems. You don't care about my problems. But everybody loves venting, right? Everybody loves to vent and speak their problems, knowing well they don't care about nobody else's. But you want everybody to hear you. It's ridiculous. Stop complaining. If you're in your 20s or 30s, you got time still. You got time to do whatever you want. If you, especially, you ain't married, you ain't got no kids, no real obligations in life. You know, besides the jobs and stuff like that, you have no like outside real like family to take care of that you solely responsible for, kids, dependents, right? You gotta put in your taxes. You're good. You got time to do whatever you want. Even if you got a family, right? You probably still could. It just be extremely more difficult, right? But if you're in your 20s or 30s, you still got time to do whatever you want to do still. You go back to school. I've seen people do it. 40s, 50s, right? Whole families. You can still go back to school, online school, part-time, and go learn something. You know, as long as we got breath in us, we can change wherever we at. But we got to stick to wanting to change. We got to keep focusing and have motivation on that change. And even if we fall off, get right back on track. It ain't about you stay consistent, right? And you slip. Okay, who cares? You slip maybe once or twice, fine. Just keep going. You can't just slip and stop. You gotta keep going. And as a whole, you got no choice but to improve, especially when you're down here. You're at the lowest. Only other way is up. There's no other direction up, especially if you're at the lowest you can go. You know, life gonna hit us in all types of directions. You know, ain't it funny? You might have something wrong with the car, right? You complaining, dang, gotta get it fixed. As soon as you get it fixed, something else happen. Something else go wrong with it. You know, you just got the oil change, just got the tune up. Then one of your tires got something in it. You know, somebody didn't smack you from the side. You know, you driving all of a sudden, somebody to smack you from the side on your way to work. Now you gotta call in. You know, just went through a breakup. Just family member just passed, right? Something, right? Real life things, like stuff like that, okay, that like that. If it ain't something like that, where it's like, you know, loss of a loved one or something major, you know, you found out this about you, found out your health, something, You know, something that's really tragic in your life. Like everything else is like getting up complaining about going to work and making money. That's ridiculous. Why don't you go work a second job, third job? Go get a side hustle. Build a personal brand. Work on building a personal brand. You'll feel so much better. And then you know you ain't stuck at the job. I think for most of us, right? I think most can agree. It's not being at the job that's the problem. That's most of the problem. It's feeling like you stuck at the job. That's the problem. So long as we know, hey, look, this is temporary. We're doing this for a certain amount of time and get up out of here. I worked plenty of warehouse jobs until I got into the job I wanted. But it took time. I stick this job out, go through this until this other one, until I knew I got this other one. So yeah, man. We in 2026. It's crazy. Like I said, it's supposed to be floating cars and spaceships, and we supposed to be having turbo booster shoes and all kinds of crazy stuff. You would think, right? If we was back in 2008 talking about 2026, we thought we'd probably be walking next to aliens and stuff. But or these movies, look at these movies, 2020 movies and 2016, how they said the world's going to get destroyed and this and that. And we still here. You know, yeah, you know, they talking about war. We might be at war. I mean, but at least it ain't no natural, the whole planet getting destroyed or something. I'm not saying war. I don't know. Which one would you have? War or the planet getting destroyed? You know, neither one's a good option, but I'm just saying. So yeah, man, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Nobody cares. We just gotta do better. Head down, move. Head down, work, move. Head down, work, move. Head down, work, move. Head down, work, improve, move. Simple as that. All right. Y'all have a good night, man. Like I said, like and subscribe. Peace.